Good morning, kids. Welcome to Children's Time. This morning, our Bible story is a parable, which these are short stories that Jesus told with big meaning. This story I'm going to read in an adaptation from the book, Who Counts? It has 3 stories in it, 3 different parables, but we'll just read the one called Two Sons. And it's by Amy Jill Levine and Sandy Eisenberg Sasso and illustrated by Margot Magnet. Let's listen to this story about a mistake and 2 sons. A father had 2 sons. One day, the younger son wanted half of his father's money. It would be his eventually, but he could not wait. He was restless and he wanted to travel. So the father divided his wealth in half and gave half to his younger son and half to his older son. The younger son went to a foreign land. There he had a great time doing whatever he wanted. But before long, he had spent all the money. Mistake. And he had none left, not even to pay for food. There was no one to share even a crumb of bread with him, as there was little food in all the land. The son went to work for a farmer to try to earn enough to buy something to eat. The farmer told him to go and feed the pigs. Even the pods that the pigs ate looked good. Ew, yuck. Pig food. Finally, the son was so hungry and tired, he decided to return to his father. But he wasn't sure what to say. How could he tell his father that he had spent all of the money? His good pants were torn, his shirt was stained, his fancy shoes had holes. He thought, I will tell my father that I made a big mistake. I will say I'm sorry. I will offer to work hard to earn the money. The younger son returned home, his hair uncombed, his face was dirty, and his hands were covered in blisters. And yet his father ran to greet him. He was so happy to see him, he did not care about anything else. Instead of making his son earn money for clothing and food, he just gave him a new coat, new shoes, and even a new ring. Then he invited everyone to celebrate. The older son was still working out in the field. When he heard the happy sounds of singing and laughter and smelled sweet spices coming from his home, he wondered, what is happening? He stopped one of the neighbors who was heading to his house and asked, what's going on? The neighbor was surprised by the question. Do you not know your father is making a big party for your brother to mark the return? The older brother did not know. When the father counted everyone who had come to the party, he realized one person was missing. That person was the older son. He had forgotten to invite him. He ran out of his house to find his son, and when the older son saw his father coming toward him, he turned away and was sad and angry that no one came to find him. His father spoke softly, your brother has come home. I invited all your friends to celebrate with us. You must come and be glad he is with us. He tried to hug his son, but the son folded his arms across his chest. The older son finally said to his father, I have been with you all of these years that my brother has been away. I did not waste your money. I did everything you wanted me to do. I never left you. But my brother did. And then you make a big party for him? You never had one for me. You didn't invite me to this. The father thought, I have 2 sons. I paid attention to the younger son, but I discounted my older son. I didn't realize he felt lost. The father took the older son's hand in his own. Please come with me to join the party. I love you. All I have is yours. Come be with me, and with him, your brother. I have 2 sons. He counted 1 and he pointed to the house where the younger son was celebrating, and he counted 2 and put his arms around his older son. Without you, he said, something is missing. With you, our family is complete. The end. This story Jesus told has meaning. So parables invite us to ask a few questions. Where am I? Where are you in this story? How am I like the younger brother who doesn't want to stay home? How am I like the older brother who does everything right but does not feel appreciated or loved? What or whom have I forgotten to count? So as we enter this 4th Sunday and week of Lent, we add a pig to our ladder. To remind us that we are good enough, that we can make mistakes and God still counts us. God still loves us. Let's close with our prayer. I look at you. I look at me. I celebrate what I see, because God made it all, the smooth and the rough. No matter what, you're good enough. Amen.